All right.
Okay, I'm back. Can you see me?
I can see you. Can you see me?
Yep, I can hear you also.
Leroy, I think you're a little out of focus. I'm not sure if it's a camera or what the deal is there.
I got these I got these new headphones in today or not today, this week. So, I've been playing with them trying to find the best settings and everything. I'm guessing everybody can hear me just fine.
I can certainly hear you, and you're so you can hear, and your microphone's obviously working well. So
Yeah, I got some they call these gaming headphones headset. It's a USB deal.
hmm
Um, real thick padding. So the I can't hear anything on the outside of my speakers, and they're really loud, which I'm still trying to get used to. Even setting the volume down low, these things are just loud.
so do we lose the rest of the crew?
I don't know.
I'll tell you something. What I had to do, Jim, your instructions said to go to the same link again. Well, I tried
Yeah,
that and didn't work. So I
yeah.
went.
I didn't realize that he had changed that link address. I thought that was my old address, so I just fixed that in the meeting notes.
Oh,
So I went back to a few weeks ago, picked up the second link, and that worked.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I just did the same thing. I put the old link back in the meeting announcement. I didn't realize it had changed. So next meeting announcement will be corrected.
hopefully other people figure it out.
it's going to be a small meeting. Yeah.
I can put out another meeting announcement if you want to do that. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Let's see here. Boing.
No, there's your earphones, headphones. That's your headset?
That's it. That's the headset. Um,
I'm looking for price here.
this was the only drawback to it was they're used, but they were $22. Um, had I had I realized that they were used, I probably would have gone with the newer set. They just didn't come in a good box. Basically, the box was a
Ho-
generic box, but they all work. I mean, it was tested and everything.
Hopefully they were decooted also.
Yeah, but for $22, I guess I really can't complain too much. I mean, they were
What
clean and they were wrapped well, but they just weren't in a box. They were.
what do they cost new?
I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's see if I can find those new.
This is Amazon or eBay?
Amazon. Looks like. Let's see. Looks like Amazon only has them.
Only has used ones or
Only has
refurbed
the
ones?
used ones. The refurbs. Uh,
What brand are they?
they were $40 new, so about
So it's about
half.
half price.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what
Um.
brand?
Soul Lion. Soul Lion Tracer 30s.
Do they have the LEDs on both sides?
Yeah.
I
I,
assume those are live LEDs, not just reflectors.
right.
Oh, cool.
Little LED there on the mic. And there's a switch back here so I could turn. So if the switch actually worked, you didn't hear me fumbling around the mic. But if it didn't work, then you heard me fumbling around on the mic.
Okay.
Um, so they 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 came refurbed, and they just didn't come in a box, which was kind of depressing because you watch the video, the unboxing videos, and it's a really nice fancy box that they come in, and that's probably what the extra $20 is for the box.
No.
7-foot USB cable, so there's more than enough room to move around in these things.
Mm-hmm.
And they seem to work really well. So the one thing that almost all the reviewers said was make sure the mic's away from your mouth, because I guess if it's too close, it overpowers it or whatever.
Well, that's what the foam cover is supposed to take care of. Also, is it's supposed to dampen the high end sounds.
Yeah. Apparently, the foam cover doesn't really do much in some of their tests. It looks nice. It looks pretty. So, but that was my new toy. I had to keep up with you guys with headsets and stuff.
It's a nice looking set of headsets you got on today.
Yeah, we were just talking about those.
Well, sorry, I couldn't get back in.
I know. That was Jim. Jim did it.
Well, I knew that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, how did you get in, Mike?
I sent a note, said, can I get a fresh link? And I was sent one and I clicked on it and then somebody let me in.
Oh, okay.
So hopefully other people will get the new announcement. It's all right. You know, we work these things out on the fly as we're going along. There's Vice.
I sent an update to everyone.
Yeah, I got it.
Let me take a look.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And there's Vicente.
Finally, the link wasn't working.
Ah,
What's the subject? Anyone knows about the new microcontroller from Raspberry Pi?
Raspberry Pi.
Yeah, Raspberry Pi Pico, right?
Yeah, I've seen the announcement, but I haven't seen any. Is it
I already
available?
I already bought a couple of them for $4 each. Today was the launch of the product.
You buy them.
I bought them from Sparkfun.
Okay.
$4 from SparkFun?
Each one, yes.
I'm amazed. I didn't realize they even made change for $4. I mean,
Yeah.
they're usually so expensive.
This is the price for everyone.
Actually, if you looks like Micro Center's going to do another Micro Center kind of thing.
They will have, they are a distributor from Raspberry Pi, but I don't know if they already have it in stock.
They don't have them in stock, but it looks like they're going to do another
No.
loss leader kind of deal.
What? No, this may be wrong. I think. What?
I don't know. I'm going to try to grab some at a buck at $2 a
Wow.
piece.
See you tomorrow there.
So,
They have any stock? No,
No,
no, sold out. Okay.
no,
so
and
did,
that it might just be a placeholder too. They might not be.
Just today.
Yeah.
so Vicente, you haven't actually received them, right?
No, I just asked for them today in the morning.
Meow.
Will be 4 days for shipping. $7 for shipping.
So the shipping's more than,
Than one. I asked for 2. You
They,
can run MicroPython on it.
Yeah.
It's nice.
And
The good thing is that they before the launch, they create a very power community. They make deals with the MicroPython people, deal with Adafruit, with I don't know. They will have a lot of support. And I
Arduino,
think that there will
Arduino's
be a
even,
lot of community, a very big community.
Arduino's even making a board
Yes,
with,
yes.
with that on there.
Arduino is also
Yeah.
integrating the board in their IDE.
Yep.
I think will be huge, the support, you know.
Yep.
now they don't have a connector where you can put a camera on them, do they?
No, but this microcontroller can be programmed at hardware level to configure a lot of like blocks. So you can create a camera controller, or you can create a I2S port for microphones or audio amplifiers. So
Okay.
I read about that, but I don't know the details. I checked the code, and it's something like you put a command in Python, and after the command, everything you do will be in assembly for the control of those units, blocks, logic blocks that will control cameras or do DMA, or I don't know. You can do a lot of stuff with that, but I don't know. The microcontroller has 2 cores running at 125 megahertz. You have a lot of RAM, a lot of flash. The flash is a chip out of the microcontroller with 2 mega flash. And your programs are, the board appears in your computer as a disk drive, external drive. So your program, you put your program as a file in the drive, you know, just copy and paste your code,
Hmm.
and that's it. You have your code running. Let's see. I bought them because I don't used to follow, and I don't want to be a early adopter of anything, but I saw a lot of support, and it's interesting. It's interesting to see how it's going. So I will have this board next week, so we can do something with it.
Cool. Very
SparkFun,
cool.
SparkFun has created 3 other boards
With the same microcontroller.
with
Yeah.
the same microcontroller. One of them,
Adafruit also create their form factor.
the feather
Who
form
has-
factor.
Who has is the name of the microcontroller.
Yeah.
But Oh, you have more pins in the standard version of the Raspberry Pi.
What? What?
What's that?
What? What?
Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute.
What's that?
Do you have
Look at
a
the
piano?
screen, look for
You have a piano there or what?
a micro is 0 pi, and
Uh-huh.
it's initiated this video.
Okay.
Art, you were asking about cameras, and last year I picked up a Raspberry Pi Zero W.
This is
and
the
I
faster
thought
way.
they had available cameras, and they do.
Yeah.
Well, they use the standard Raspberry Pi camera, I believe.
But they have a different connector. You need an adapter. It's a smaller
Yeah,
connector than the
it's
Raspberry
slightly
Pi.
narrower. I
Yeah,
think it's slightly narrower.
But usually the cameras comes with the adapter. The Raspberry Pi
Yeah.
cameras already include it's like a flexible circuit connector. Flex
Ribbon
connector.
cable.
Ribbon cable.
Ribbon cable.
Yeah.
It's like a reduction.
Yeah, I've got a number of those Raspberry Pi cameras, the full-size ones, set up both here and in California, and they work very well for me. I've had no complaints with them, except that for some reason or another, I have lost the micro SD chip in a couple of them. So I don't know whether it was cheap micro SD chip or whatever. I think they were Micro Center micro SDs. So,
Yeah.
but I had them running continuously for like 2 years or 3 years before they failed.
I use the low resolution, low cost USB cameras. You can find them for $3 or less for Raspberry Pi, and they work very well for.
Well, for security camera, that's all you need. You're not looking to do HD and pick out the freckles on your.
Yeah, but the Raspberry Pi has 5 megapixels, and
Yeah.
the USB camera has 300,000 pixels. So you have a very low resolution with the
Yeah.
cheap camera, But whatever. Depends on what you want to do. For me, it's very, very easy to use a USB cable and just have a camera on the Raspberry Pi.
Speaking of Micro Center, do you guys get postcards periodically offering free SD cards and all that?
Yeah. I got one today, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I got one a couple days ago. Pass on to a friend.
Yeah. They
Hey,
raising.
looky here. He's home.
You
Are you
not
today?
Where is the truck? You're not driving. What happened?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Who is driving now?
The truck's actually loaded in the back. I was supposed to leave like 4 hours ago, and they're like, Ray, can you laser this? And Ray, can you test that? And Ray, can you do this? And Ray, there's a phone call. And
Okay.
oh gosh.
So where are you off to?
And now this nasty meeting.
I just got back from Richmond, Virginia, and I will be going to St. Louis tomorrow.
Say hi to the Arch.
McDonald's, St. Louis, and your foot all have the same thing in common.
You have half McDonald's, right? It's not a full McDonald's. It's just the half.
Half. Yeah.
That's true.
And burger with a single bread, just one.
Open face McDonald's.
Yeah, exactly.
Creepy guys. Yeah, I'm here in the office playing around. Blah blah. So
Right.
So
Have you
next
guys had
week you'll
anything
be
great?
coming
I'm
to
sorry
us.
I missed out. Carol
we're
came
talk-
running. She's like, Ray, it's 6:15. I wonder if there's anybody still on there.
Ray, we were talking about the new Raspberry Pi Pico microcontroller. They launched it today. So we were talking about it. We already, I finished, right? But
So when is Micro Center supposed to have them in stock?
It
Does anybody know?
it didn't
no,
say.
they sold out.
It said sold out.
Oh,
They,
so they already had them in stock.
They made a huge offer today. I test in the morning, they didn't have it, no in stock. And in the afternoon, they have stock. And an hour after, there's nothing in stock. So they sold out then in a couple of hours.
I'm thinking they're on the same schedule as the people providing the COVID-19 vaccination.
Mhm. Well,
So have you had yours yet, Mike?
I'm in the queue on the VA, but I don't know what that means. I don't know whether there's 400,000 people in front of me or two.
You know if it's Moderna or the Pfizer?
I don't have any more information other than they said, we'll contact you. You're in the queue.
Okay.
And come when we call, or you'll be out of the queue.
We'll give you 5 minutes notice, right?
That's pretty much. I've got an oncologist appointment next week, and I'm hoping he can give me a little bit more information.
Well,
So this thing is basically like a Arduino. Was it a Nano?
well, you have a microcontroller with two cores running at 125 megahertz with I think a quarter mega RAM and 2 mega RAM of flash. So
and,
you
and
have a lot of
26
power.
IO, a lot of
Yeah.
IO.
A lot of power. You can run MicroPython easily there.
That's pretty damn cool.
Yeah,
Yep.
and cheap. I
And
already
cheap.
I already asked for a couple from Sparkflow, but they will be sold out everywhere because just today they launched them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to wait till the pipeline fills up.
Mhm.
So who's making this thing? This is some
It's
outfit in England.
a company in UK, the Raspberry Pi organization, or
The
I thought it
Raspberry
was a
Pi
separate
Foundation.
organization. I thought it was a separate organization.
I think it's kind of open source thing, but they produce a huge amount of stuff. So this microcontroller was designed. They designed the microcontroller, the core. It's their chip. So and Adafruit and Sparkflow already launched a lot of boards with this microcontroller. Arduino will support the boards. MicroPython released a version for the board today also. So everyone is supporting this board. So
So
will be huge.
what version of the Arduino IDE do you need to go to get support for this?
Well, will be like a library, like a board stuff.
Yeah,
You don't need to change the IDE usually.
Oh, you just need to import the
You need to
library.
add, you need to use a board manager and add the new microcontroller to the Arduino IDE.
Okay.
But the people from MicroPython, they released today a new version of MicroPython to support the new microcontroller. So the people from Raspberry Pi was working a lot for this launch because everyone knows about it. Everyone in YouTube, there is like 20 new videos about it, explaining how to use it. So a lot of people had a pre-release stuff and we're working on it. Interesting. I will have a couple the next week, I guess.
You guys all doing your research on it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've already got the IDE up and downloading the library.
Yeah. I rather want the USB-C connector because it's rugged, it's stronger, it's better. But they decide to use the micro USB. That
Oh,
I think
they're not using the C.
Yeah, I don't know why.
USB-C is like a lot faster, but doesn't
But
it consume a lot more power?
But it's stronger, you know. I like it. I designing my boards with it. Several of the boards with the mic with this one, and you feel it stronger, you know, and you don't bother about the orientation when you connect something.
Yes.
It's great, and the performance is very good. Like 2 millions of insertions or something like that. I broke a lot of micro USB stuff. Was you who bought all the boards today? What do you have there?
It's just some stuff that I bought for a while ago. I was going to do a project and I fizzled out. It's a 7-inch touchscreen display, box for it, and matching Raspberry Pi, and all the cabling to make it all work. And like I said, I fizzled out. I got really busy with work, and this little project fizzled. But it's still sitting there for me to play with later. So Leroy knows how that goes.
So how's the building there, Ray?
You guys are welcome to come by and you can have a Victrola or you can get some other goodies, antiques. We're looking at hiring people to redo the parking lot, windows, roof, all that fun stuff.
Ray, Leroy and I was talking about how to use your building, and we like to put there a rock climbing wall.
We thought about it. In one
There's enough
section,
room.
it's about 35 feet tall total from bottom to top.
Perfect.
I'm not sure that it would be competing very well against Urban Crag, which is down there by Micro Center.
Okay, but it's
But,
far. You always have customers in your area. Is there a rock wall, climbing wall in Middletown? No.
No.
Maybe interesting.
Put iFly in there.
A small one.
There's enough space.
I think
a lot
there's
of people
enough
that want
space.
to go skydiving, they can just go down to the airport. Granted,
You have skydiving.
Yeah.
You need a climbing wall also.
You got skydiving, but you could put iFly in there, and that's for the people that don't want to actually jump out of an airplane.
Okay, in the real one.
It's expensive to build an iFly facility.
Yeah.
It's like what, $2.5 million or something like that.
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
A
Yeah,
couple
it's
squirrel
expensive.
cage blowers and you're set.
Oh no, we're running out of time again.
What
What?
happened? 10 minutes. It's okay.
Anyway, my daughter is having a sale. She's trying to sell off everything that she can. Friday and Saturday, she's trying to get rid of all the antiques. And once she's done selling, I'm just gonna tell her, hey, the rest of it, we got to give it away or throw it away. So you can either come and buy stuff on Friday, Saturday, or you come and haul stuff out next weekend.
You have lamps? Lamps?
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff.
Do you need that Walden print back to go in your
No,
site?
I
Is it-
don't ever need that Walden print back.
Can you put the address? Where will be that?
It's
You said-
Yeah.
Just send by mail. You can just send a copy in the mail for everyone.
Hey
Send it to
Ray,
me or Leroy, and we can put it in the meeting announcement.
hey Ray.
yeah.
According to the website, it's $7 to $10 million to build one of those things.
Holy crap.
That's
I
no
read
problem
6
for
squirrel
Ray.
cage blowers.
Yeah, it better make a lot of money at that point.
I couldn't even afford the PMI minimum deposit to get a bank loan on that one.
Hey, if you want a portable machine though, it's only $500,000.
Portable iFly machine. Can you put that
So-
in a building?
I was going to say, just describe a portable.
It just says
It's
portable.
a 747 turbine.
That's a
Vertical.
person pulling on an airplane.
That's insane. $7 to $10 million.
That
Maybe
must be a hell of a blower.
Serious investment, guys. Speaking of investments, I got rid of my residential houses. They're pretty much gone.
Mhm.
So,
Finally out
oh
of
yeah,
that
I'm
business.
free.
Finally out of that one, huh?
Yeah, finally. It's taken almost 3.5 years. It should have been 1 year. Anyway, I'm pretty much out of that one. Waiting for my second check, but we go there. Then I'll have money to put into the journal building, and we're hoping that one is a really good investment.
Yeah.
But it is going to be a multi-business incubator. The city wants us to put in a maker space. It's very similar to what the manufacturer is, and they also want us to do clean up the different offices and to allow people to rent those offices as their available space, to have their work away from home locations. So I know some people, they can't work at home. They try, but they just can't work at home. Even myself, I tried doing that, and my wife would leave the house and she'd going to work and she'd leave me a honey-do list.
I know the feeling.
You guys remember that from last week?
Yeah.
That's that M5 Core ink that I said
Yep.
I would play with a little bit. I figured out how to get the pictures on it. So
Okay.
That
there's
looks
your-
better.
There's
It
your
was
Darth
grayed out.
Vader. Yeah, that's because it was asleep. Can you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Here's something.
So of course, if you're going to play the Imperial March, you have to display Darth Vader, right?
Yes.
You need to change to the Mandalorian.
Yeah. Took me a while to figure this out, but had to convert a picture over to hex to actually get it to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, something appears there. Maybe.
Yeah. This website here finally I was able to get it to do it.
Did
But
you
of
draw
course-
that or?
No, I found that online somewhere and converted it to a black and white image and then converted it to a hex. And you can kind of sort of make out what it is if you look at the code,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
sort of.
Yeah, sure.
I can
Kind of a
see it.
shadow there.
I
You
can
can see
it.
a pattern happening, but it's
Yeah.
Eh.
Yeah, you won't be able to tell what it actually is. But the play is pretty much the same as any other melody play. They give it its own speaker tone, so it's got a little buzzer built into it. But that's one of the things that I spent a little bit of time on was trying to figure out how to get to display pictures.
This is off now. It's off.
Yeah, it's off right now, so
Okay.
it kind of
But-
grays itself out.
The contrast go down when you put it off.
Right. Let's see. Let's see if I got time. Vicente will like this one. Where's my cord? So you program it just like you would any other microcontroller.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's the wrong one. It's uploading a new sketch. It's supposed to be.
We're down to 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Leroy, this is an ESP32.
ESP32.
Okay.
Yep. This one you can't really make out what it is in the code, but it's loading up. It's loading up. And
There's it. Hey,
Batman.
Cool.
9.
no, that's me. I'm Batman.
Impossible. Cannot be you.
So I figured out
Great.
a few things, how to play around with it a little bit. Mainly how to do images on it and how to get the buzzer to buzz.
Great.
Well, switching gears real quickly, I may have mentioned that we were having problems with our heat pump. They installed a new one under the warranty, no cost, no labor cost. And it was in for about 2 hours, and Julie noticed that it was getting very warm in the house. And so she went down and looked, and the thing was runaway. It was not shutting off with the thermostat. So it was a few minutes after 5, I contacted the heating air people, and they got somebody out the next day. I just shut off the breaker panel. And what it turned out to be were the
Thermostat.
spades. The spades were touching.
The what?
You know how you have a spade bit slides into
Uh-huh.
a female spade into a male
Electrical
spade?
connectors.
Say again?
The electrical connectors, the spade connectors.
Yeah,
Fast on kind of.
they were touching. And so it wasn't getting any signals from the thermostat. It was on the run your ass off mode.
Oh.
We're down
We're
to
at 7
about,
seconds.
yeah, I was going to say
Well,
4, 3,
bye, everyone.
bye.